Hello and welcome to the news update on television Nigerian. I am Chiwendu Sisiago. As part of efforts to celebrate and encourage a legend electoral, General Tukur Buratai retired, the Nigerian News in collaboration with the television Nigerian organized a book presentation in its honor tagged The Great Exploits of Buratai, written by engineer Best Agbese. The book presentation was held in International Conference Center Aso Hall in Abuja with great jubilation and appreciation as the event was graced by dignitaries. The chairman of the Nigerian News Group, Dr. Sam Ode, gave his welcome speech as the event kicked off. The governor of Kogi State, Yaya Bello, elogiazed the great exploits of Ambassador Tukur Buratai at the book presentation and also commended him for playing a great role in the stability of peace in Kogi State and Nigeria.
I thank and appreciate everyone who has spared his precious time to personally grace this occasion. This is a day that we will live to remember for a very long time. I thank you all. It's Nigeria's proud symbol of the defeat of insurgency and the insurrection in the country. He is one peculiar soldier who has fought terrorism to a standstill.
Appreciate President Muhammadu Buhari for seeing through his wisdom, selecting and appointing all of his service chiefs then, including General Buratai, to head the armed forces and other services. Chief Phillips Agbese, who invited me to be part of this very wonderful occasion, the celebration of life and achievement of a wonderful brother, General Yusuf Tukur Buratai, former Chief of Army Staff, a retired but not tired General of the Nigerian Army.
The former Chief of Staff and Ambassador to the Republic of Benin, Lecturer General Tukur Buratai, retired, appreciated the author of the book and acknowledged friends and families who celebrated with him.
Of the military to civil authority, subordination to the civil authority is key, and it's key to the progress and development of the military. We must continue, the military must continue to subordinate itself to the civil authority and carry out legitimate directives and orders. This is the way forward for us. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for finding time to witness this occasion. The book is a must-read for senior officers, young officers, for the paramilitary, and of course for students in the universities and for the general public. It will help you to understand who Buratai is, or what he was then as Chief of Army Staff. And of course, as being projected, we're also doing well in the diplomatic cycle, and we hope to improve and project the interests of our country. And of course, to the author, to members of the Nigerian news outlet, as well as members of the organizing committee.
Some other dignitaries also elogized the great exploits of Ambassador Tukur Buratai at the presentation. Meanwhile, the book was unveiled at the occasion and pledges were made for the promotion of the book. The author of The Great Exploit of Buratai, Engineer Best Agbese, encouraged citizens to read the book and appreciated them for their immense support.
I would like to personally thank Your Excellency Ambassador T.Y. Buratai, Lieutenant General retired. I also want to thank everybody. I want to thank the chairman of the Nigerian News Board, Dr. Samode MNI. So I thank you for the opportunity you've given to me to be able to publish this book through the company. I'm grateful, sir. For everybody that is here, I thank you all for coming, our royal fathers, the bishops, the clergy, I thank you all for coming.
The presidency has revealed the next government, President Muhammadu Buhari. The All Progressive Congress will continue in power beyond 2022. President Muhammadu Buhari's spokesman Gabashiru expressed the belief that his principal would hand over to another All Progressive Congress, APC-led government in 2023. Shehu spoke on Wednesday during the post-Federal Executive Council briefing with journalists. He was reacting to reports that Buhari had extended the issue of fuel subsidy to the next administration. The Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning, Zainab Ahmed, had dismissed insinuations that the current government will remove subsidy on fuel. The anointed aspirant of former Governor Ekiti State Ayodele Fayose for the 2022 governorship election in the state, BC Kolawole, has emerged winner of the People's Democratic Party PDP primary election held on Wednesday in Ado Ekiti, the state capital. BC Kolawole, a former commissioner for environment in the state, who hails from Efon Ekiti in the Central Senatorial District, pooled 671 votes to defeat his close aspirant and former governor Segun Oni, who gained 330 votes. Other contestants of Ekiti's PDP primary were former deputy governor Professor Kolapo Olushola Eleka, who scored 93 votes, Kayode Adaramodu 10 votes, Lateef Ajejo Ola 1 vote, Biodun Olujimi, who had earlier pulled out, got 2 votes, Wale Aribisala 56 votes, and Deji Ogun Saki 6 votes. The chairman of the primary election committee and governor of Akwa Ibom State, Udo Emmanuel, who announced the result at about 9 p.m., commended the aspirants and other stakeholders in the state for the successful completion of the exercise. President Muhammadu Buhari has approved the appointment of Ali Tai as the Managing Director, Nigerian Electricity Management Services Agency, NIMSA. The appointee becomes the Chief Electrical Inspector of the Federation. A statement on Wednesday by the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Power, Nibe Olisa Anaka, said the appointment took effect December 31st, 2021. The tenure is 4 years and renewable based on performance and in accordance with the public service rules. Tahi was NIMSA General Manager, Technical Standard and Inspectoral Services. The former Senate President Dr. Bukola Saraki has joined the emerging crowd of presidential aspirants for the 2023 election in Nigeria. Saraki, who announced his intention on his official Facebook page, said that his intention to serve as Nigeria's president is based on his strong record of delivering and an experience in making tough decisions at the time he was governor of Kwara State and ex-Nigerian Senate president. So far, a number of high-profile Nigerians declaring their interest to run the race to occupy Aso Rock is gaining momentum. And on the business story, the landing cost of premium motor spirit, popularly known as petrol, imported into Nigeria has increased to 282 naira per litre due to the upturn in global crude oil prices. Following the increase in the landing cost of petrol into the country, subsidy will increase as pump price of petrol remains steady at 162 naira to 165 naira per litre. As at January 20th, the landing cost of petrol had increased to 282 naira 29 kobo per litre as the international oil benchmark Brent crude increased to $89.75 per barrel that day from $77.24 per barrel on December 31st, 2021. The increase in the global prices has increased the subsidy cost being incurred by the federal government. The template that was released by the agency shows that petrol pump price was expected to range from 209.61 naira to 212.61 naira per litre. On the education story, the Director General National Youth Service Corps, Major General Shuaib Ibrahim, has assured that corps members will continue to participate in critical national assignments like election and census. He said the NYSC scheme has contributed to the development of Nigeria, saying that the nation's education and health sectors will be in serious jeopardy without the contribution of corps members. Speaking at the commissioning of a multi-billion naira printing press, the DG said the idea was conceived almost a decade ago as part of efforts to reinvigorate NYSC ventures. He said the project was one of the cardinal points of his administration's policy, thus adding that the printing press will be a veritable source of revenue with a tender increase in remittances to federal government coffers. And that's the news update on television Nigerian. I am Chiwendu Osisiago. Have a wonderful day.